Now happening. Royal On-Leonor and Christian public gesture shocks France. Paris. Lights. Elegance. The royal expectation. But tonight, silence breaks. Because Spain's future queen and Denmark's young prince just rewrote the script. And what everyone thought impossible, just unfolded in front of the French elite. It happened on a quiet September evening, at a gathering that was supposed to be routine. Paris had opened its golden doors once again to royalty. The French press expected fashion, formality, polite nods. Nothing more. But what Leonor, Princess of Asturias, and Prince Christian of Denmark did next sent ripples far beyond that gilded hall. Imagine this: cameras lined up, nobles whispering, the quiet tension of aristocracy filling the air. And then, without warning, Leonor reached for Christian's hand. Not in secret, not hidden, but in full view, surrounded by France's most critical observers. The room shifted. France, a country so deeply aware of its own royal past, fell into a moment of stunned silence. Why does this matter? Because public gestures in royalty are never just gestures. They are declarations. They are statements. And in this single touch, the daughter of King Felipe and Queen Letizia signaled something far greater than teenage romance. To understand, let us step back. Leonor has been raised under one of Europe's most careful eyes. Every step, every word, every gesture scrutinized. She represents not only Spain's monarchy, but also its fragile reputation after decades of political and social strain. The royal household has worked tirelessly to present her as disciplined, untouchable, almost carved from marble. Christian, meanwhile, carries Denmark's legacy in his veins. Son of Crown Prince Frederick and Crown Princess Mary, he has been groomed for diplomacy, duty, the careful restraint expected of the Danish royal family. While his mother brought modern warmth into the monarchy, Christian has been taught balance, how to step forward, yet never overshadow. And yet, in Paris, these two heirs broke centuries of protocol. The questions immediately began: was it romance? Was it rebellion? Or was it something far deeper, an alliance in the making? The French media were the first to react. Unjust trop in time, one headline screamed, a gesture too intimate. The tabloids speculated wildly. Whispers of secret meetings, hidden trips, late-night conversations. Could this really be the spark of a royal union? But pause for a moment. Because the story isn't just about two young royals daring to show affection. The story is about what this means for Europe. Imagine the implications. Spain and Denmark, united not by treaties but by love. Two young heirs, carving a path that could redraw alliances and soften old rivalries. And yet, not everyone is celebrating. Inside the Spanish court, concern grows. For Queen Letizia, who has fought to keep her daughters shielded from scandal, this gesture is dangerous. Public opinion is delicate, and Leonor's role is not just symbolic, it is political. The idea of romance in the public eye, especially with another royal house, could shift the balance of her future reign. On the Danish side, too, the weight is heavy. Queen Margrethe has spent a lifetime guarding tradition. For her grandson to openly display affection, especially with a future queen, could be seen as reckless. Some courtiers whisper that Christian has crossed a line. Others argue he has shown bravery, humanity in a world of stone masks. But here's the deeper question: was this really spontaneous? Or carefully chosen? Because royalty does not move without meaning. If Leonor and Christian planned this, then we are not witnessing a fleeting teenage spark. We are witnessing strategy. And France. France is still buzzing. In a nation where monarchy is memory, not reality, the gesture carried extra weight. The French public, torn between nostalgia for their lost royals and fascination with Europe's crowned youth, devoured the images. Some saw hope, others saw arrogance, but no one looked away. From that single moment, curiosity loops unfold. Was King Felipe aware? Did Queen Mary encourage her son? Were the two families blindsided, or is this a carefully laid foundation for a union that could shake Europe's dynasties? And what of Leonor herself? Remember, this is not just any royal daughter. This is a young woman who, just months ago, stood before her nation and swore allegiance to Spain's constitution. Her voice steady, her eyes unflinching. A queen in training, already commanding loyalty. For her to publicly reach for Christian's hand, was it weakness, or a sign of power? Christian too stands at a crossroads. For years, he has been portrayed as quiet, reserved, almost reluctant in his royal role. But this gesture shows a side few expected: bold, decisive, willing to challenge silence. Could it be that Leonor is the one drawing him into the spotlight? Every question answered leads to another. Were they sending a message to France, to Europe, to their parents, or to each other? Is this the birth of a royal love story destined to rival history's great romances? Or will pressure tear it apart before it can bloom? What we know for certain is this: the gesture has ignited more than gossip. It has ignited imagination. In Madrid, in Copenhagen, in Paris, people are talking. Young people see in Leonor and Christian a reflection of themselves, love daring to exist, even in the strictest traditions. Older generations wonder what this means for monarchy itself. Is love rewriting the rules? And the tension doesn't end here. Already, eyes are turning toward the next public appearance. Will they stand apart, pretending nothing happened? Or will they lean in, daring to continue this quiet rebellion? France gave us the setting. Leonor and Christian gave us the spark. Now the world waits for the fire. Because this is no longer just about romance. This is about power, family, legacy, and the courage to be human in a world that demands perfection. And as whispers grow louder, one thing is certain: this is not the last time we will speak of the night Leonor and Christian shocked France. The story is only beginning.